back to another episode of Kickin Artist Talk. Today we will be meeting with TimelessRoc all the way from Cali. We're very excited to dive into some questions with him, get to know him a little better. You ready to get into the questions?
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Alright. So question number 1, which I already said a little bit, but you got to go deep into it.
Yeah.
So where are you repping? Exactly where from Cali?
No, I'm repping Chester, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
That's where I'm from. Originally, I lived there for the first 16 years of my life, and so and then I moved to Cali when I was 16. But in Cali, I'm just living like close by LA and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm repping Chester, PA. Like whenever I talk about where I'm from, Chester.
Good. Chester, PA. We have a few friends that just know how to do
Word?
actually, yeah. So it's getting lit a little bit. I only know
Y'all ever heard of Chester?
No.
No. Yeah, that's why I be having to tell people Philly, like when people don't know. But when I'm talking about the music thing, Chester. But like, you know, people you just meet randomly, like you gonna say Philly.
They'll know. Okay.
Yeah, cause they know Philly.
That's like whenever we talk about New York, but really we from Westchester.
Yeah,
so
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I feel you.
Yeah.
So, how did you come up with the vision for your latest video?
Yeah. So like whenever I come up with any video, I just be like, I try to like, I be completely blanked out to like the day I decide, yo, I want to make this video. And then I just go ahead, we just sit down, me and my shorty, we just sit down, and then we just start writing. Just writing ideas, play the music over and over, play the song over and over, and just try to like look at venues and stuff like that. Sometimes you'll have like an idea come to your head, like an initial idea, like, oh, I want it dark. I want it to be like chill. I don't want it too colorful and stuff like that. And so like you'll just base it from there, and then you'll just try to find a venue, and then you'll just look at the pictures of the venue. Like, okay, while you listening to the song, just build up.
Yeah. And I love how your shorties incorporated.
Yeah, yo, tell you, she's like my manager.
Yeah.
That's what people really don't understand that, but like it's like don't this is some pleasure and all of that, you hear it all the time, but sometimes that's the best way that it works because you have ideas like all throughout your whole day as an artist. So if your best friend and your partner they in on that, it's alright. Let me bounce this idea off.
Yeah, because they care about you. They actually want to see you win. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's different like that. Like to somebody else, they just there for the bag. Especially if they really see potential and think you can make something.
That's a true thing. That they're vampires, so that definitely gotta keep people close to you. And like that's your crew right there.
Exactly. Yeah, and they help you. It help you take your mind when you actually let somebody in on you, what you doing and stuff like that. Because as an artist, especially on the come up, you trying to like, you doing so many things. So it's like for you to be able to dish your brain off somewhere else, or when you overnight you sleeping and stuff like that, and she's still like doing some stuff, you lit.
Yeah, that's how it should be. That's how it really be, honestly.
Right.
You be fucking like marketing and manager and branding and shit.
Like, yo, trying to find shows to do, everything. Like, there's so much that go into being an upcoming artist. And then music is what we really love to do, but that's like the bottom thing of everything.
Yeah, that's the last thing you can think about sometimes. You
Right.
gotta think about promotion and everything else before you even think about like your soul ties to the music that you're making. I feel like
That's the boring part. That's the part we're trying to do.
Yeah, niggas don't understand. It's not always glitz and glamour and shit.
Yeah.
Not behind the scenes shit.
no, it's hard work. And if you want to, it's money. Like you gotta invest in yourself before anybody else gonna give you anything.
Hell yeah. That's one of the, no, that's definitely a big understatement. Like they don't know the type of money you dropping.
And they be looking at you like, why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that?
Like the billboards and shit.
Yeah.
I see this. I just poured everything.
Yeah.
I'm broke.
Exactly.
That's why they do that.
That's crazy.
Question number 3. Being an artist during the pandemic, what are the new ways that you're navigating developing your career right now?
So the new ways, well, in terms of like recording process and everything, I always was recording since I started at the house. Like, because you know, when I first started, I was like, let me look up studios. You know, that's the first thing first. Like, okay, I need to record. We started looking up prices, $50 an hour, $100 an hour. And even though that's on the lower side of the spectrum when it's talking about like studio time, but I was like, I ain't got that. If I do that, I'm only gonna be able to do that like once, twice a week, something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and then we ain't talking about everything else that go into it. So I was like, let me just work, get a job, try to save up this bread, give me my own studio, and just it ain't even gotta be nothing crazy. You ain't gotta spend $10,000. You can spend $500, $1,000 to start, and then
get yourself a nice computer, get yourself a microphone, and a quiet area in your house, and you pretty much get to that.
Right, your bedroom be that. saying?
That's where creativity comes in. That's what it's about. You're making something out of nothing.
Right. Exactly. So like as far as like the pandemic, like that didn't really bother me too much. I was used to being in my room by myself, just making
Do you
music.
feel like it gave you more time to create?
In terms of more time, nah, I don't think so. I think what it did do is stop like the personal stuff, like going out and really doing like shows was out of the question. It was really like focus on the craft, do the craft, make music. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely what the pandemic did for sure. You could definitely lock in.
No, I felt that for sure. It was like definitely a time of quiet. I feel like I wrote a little bit more during that time, but definitely like thinking of okay, like what do we want to come out with next? What two things are we gonna come out with? Like Kickin artisttalk that came out of the pandemic. Like we misconnect with people. How we gonna talk to people and like connect now that this happened? We was like, oh shit, we could probably do this virtually. So like the first two were like through Zoom or whatever. And then when everything opened back up, I'm like, yeah, nah, we gotta link with Juan. We gotta get everybody in the studio wherever we can meet up with people. We gonna do it.
Hell yeah.
Number 5. So when you're not in the crib quarantining, like what are you wearing outside? When you actually popping out, not relaxing?
Like really going somewhere.
Yeah.
Trying to dress up. Everybody know me who listen to my music and everything and watch me on Instagram and everything. I'm wearing all black. Rather some all black jeans, all black tee, hoodie. Like hoodie my shit. I love winter. Like so you know what I'm saying? That's my vibe. So it's like hoodie. I'll be rocking slides even if I'm going somewhere. I don't know what's up with me, but I like to rock slides.
You gotta be chilling. That's the thing. Nobody wants your feet hurt. And that's what people don't understand. Like when you like to wear nice shoes and sneakers, like, you don't want to damage your shoes sometimes. So you walk so awkwardly and your feet be hurt. And at the end of the day, you might as well just put the slides on. Honestly.
Yeah, like definitely. Like y'all know New York and then LA and everything. You walking a lot. I know they gonna be way up there. I'm way back here just trying to keep my kicks nice.
Yeah, trying to look nice and shit.
It ain't happening, bro. Like, let me just rock slides.
Alright, let's get into vacation. So, we're gonna talk about your dream vacation destination and, like, the favorite vacation that you've been on so far.
Okay. I think a dream vacation, I'm gonna talk about the favorite. We just went on a trip. My guy Juan had our shawties with us. We went to Jamaica. And that's kind of like a dream trip in a sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we were just talking about it. It's like, man, coming up from where we come from and everything, it's like, we in Jamaica, bro. Like, you see this on TV. It's it. Like, you don't think you ever gonna really be there. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
So it's
like, yo, y'all better play the music out there.
Oh, hell yeah.
For that part of the story. I'm like,
had to. No cap. That's
now you gotta put that song in there and put a little snippet.
Baby, I could put you on.
That's real rap.
No, them lame niggas did you wrong. They fuck.
But yeah, Jamaica, that's a dream trip. So that's kind of like something that came true. But another place I be talking about Australia a lot for some reason.
Okay.
I think I want to go to Australia. Bro.
That would be nice though. You definitely you can see a lot of animals that you wouldn't see.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
And that's like something that's really somewhere where you don't even think about. Part of
not
the world.
Most people.
Right.
The only thing I think about is like, yo, what's there? Tennis.
I don't even know why I want to go there.
That's it.
Let's be honest, I don't even know why.
I thought watch Kangaroo Jack. I was like, yo, I might be out, yo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to run with them there.
Real shit.
That's gonna happen. You done put it up there now, so it's
happening. It's happening.
Next we're gonna see you in Australia. Y'all know that, right?
We out here.
Y'all some tag. So when you're in the studio, do you have a ritual to get in the zone?
See, with me too, I'm OCD. So it's like, I don't know, I just need a clean workspace. I don't need to really play no music or nothing before I get in. Cause like I done turned it into like my everyday thing. Like it's like I wake up, I know it's just I'm getting in there. Rather I be in there for a little while or I don't make nothing today, I'm gonna be in there. You know what I'm saying?
You still gotta clock in.
Yeah, so it's like, when it comes to that, like I might have a candle lit, something like that. But yeah, for the most part, just me, I play beats. I like to listen to beats for like 10 seconds. And then if I don't vibe with it, I might run it back a couple times if it really caught my ear a little bit. But other than that, if it don't rock with me, I just move on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a great way to not get ready.
Hell yeah.
You catching the vibe as opposed to drilling it in. Like, nah, I have to write to this beat because I found it and it's fire. But
exactly. Like some people, they like to like, they're like listen to beats and like, oh, this is some shit right here. I like this. Let me just load it up. And just try to force it. I'm not sticking on it. If I like it, I might download it and just keep it there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna listen to it for an hour.
No, you can't drill it in. I was trying to purchase beats like 2 days ago. I'm like, can you listen to this? I was like, didn't you play this beat like last week?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, but I'm about to purchase this. I need you to listen to it again and make sure.
Yeah.
But nah, it's true. Because after like time maybe 4, I listen to it, then I'm over it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, damn, now do I want to write to this shit?
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
That's true. I'm going to take that with me from this one. Don't drill it in.
Yeah. You know what I
Quick.
mean?
That's how it works for the listener too. Like if it catches us in the first like 10 to 30 seconds, it's like you got us for the song.
Exactly.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then, you know, it might not be for you at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
It might be for you, but it's not right now. And that's the type vibe I like to go with.
My turn. So now let's
that's
talk
a good
about your favorite performance so far.
It's my first performance tomorrow.
shit. That's amazing.
I was supposed to have a performance April 2020. And then COVID pushed it back. Couple
Where y'all
times.
at tomorrow?
You know, we had the cutting room. Yeah, Times Square.
I'm gonna have one send me all the information.
Yeah, pull up, man. It's about to be a vibe.
Yeah, that's lit, yo. And your first performance and it's in Times Square. That's lit.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's what I was saying, because I'm in Cali, you know what I'm saying? So having to fly out.
But that's the thing, you're putting in the time. So
Yeah,
people are starting to recognize you. Don't matter where you at, they're gonna find you.
exactly.
All right, so what age did you get into music?
The age, I just started when I was 20, 21, something like that. I'm 23 now. Yeah, so like, 'cause I was hooping all my life.
Okay.
So like, growing up, I wanted to be in the league. You know what I'm
So you
saying?
had to focus.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
exactly. So it's like, my whole life, I'm just trying to hoop and everything like that. Then I moved to Cali. Didn't know nobody. So I was still hooping a little bit, but then I kind of fell out. I got cut from the ball team out here in Cali. So I was like, it wasn't really like, that was like kind of like messing me up, but it kind of messed me up with like, I guess, going with like school and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I kind of want to be by myself. And then I was doing YouTube videos, playing 2K and everything like that. Yeah.
My nephew.
he do 2K?
Yo, he be on the video games every day.
Yo.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so I be on that joint like every day. So I'm like, let me just post this to the YouTube and make some bread. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I got locked in with it. I did that for a little while and everything, gained some subscribers. And then I'm like, yo, so then I was doing it, but then it started getting boring to me. And then I'm like, you know, I listen to music all the time. This was the turning point. I listen to music all the time, and I'm like, yo, I want to hear myself one day. Like, I want to hear myself on the radio. So it's like, let me just give it a shot.
Yeah.
And then, you know, going through like relationship problems, life problems and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm like, let me play some beats. Started writing something. I wrote my first song, like I said, I was like 20, 21. And then that proved to me I could do it. And I was just like, keep doing it.
Now when you said ball, it's like, I was the opposite of that. It's like I was playing basketball, but really, I was just like music and theater and all that stuff. So I was doing that, but all the coaches, I feel like, they thought like, nah, she wants to go to school for basketball. So they kept trying to push like, you gotta be focused, you gotta. And I was just like, yo, I'm trying to have fun.
Yeah, real rap.
I'm not trying to. Exactly, I'm not trying to hear none of that. I got a theater thing after this, like. Even my teammates is like, yo, why are you not focused? Because music is honestly calling me, but this is what I do. Like, I fell into it, so I'm still doing it.
But, you know, that's like, you know, you multifaceted, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like a lot of stuff. And I said that's a scary thing for real.
Mm-hmm.
When you like a lot of stuff, you could be like, I'm all in on this. But then you really not.
Nah, you won't
like,
be. It's like,
you know what I'm saying? Because you
that's
like
the
this.
thing. My music teachers are telling me the same thing. They're like, yo, you realize when you get to college, you can't play basketball.
Yeah.
I was like, what you talking about? They're like, you can't. Like, you gotta focus. Like, if you're majoring in music, they're like, you have to be up writing. You have to be up listening to music. You gotta go to shows. How are you gonna go to a practice? I was like, that makes all sense.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do this shit. So I stopped like senior year of high school. I was like, and I got injured during my junior year, so it was even better. I don't gotta get hurt no more. I don't gotta do none of that. Let's go. Let's just only do music.
That's crazy that y'all had to choose like that.
Man. Cause that's what I mean, like with it being scary, like being multifaceted. Cause you'll like something, but then if you really got a real hard drive and you determined, like you're a determined person, you want, now if you like this thing, you want to be the best at that thing. So if you like
you up
playing
at 6
ball,
o'clock in the morning.
you know what I'm saying?
you playing AAU and you know you don't want to.
Yeah,
like all of that.
You want to be the best at everything you do. So you're gonna put the time in, so then you take away from everything else. That's the scary thing.
It was nuts. I don't even want to talk about high school. I was draining myself for no reason, really. If I would have told my mom, like, yo, I just want to do music, she would have been fine with that.
Yeah.
But I want to do everything. Man. And I want to be the best. Like,
exactly.
But that's good. It was good for that to happen to you, because you got to, like, focus on this.
Exactly.
And now, you see where it's taking you. But your numbers is up there, so.
Right, I appreciate it.
I was like, oh shit, yeah, nah, this nigga is nice.
I appreciate y'all, for real.
Yeah, yo. Fucking keep going.
I got it. I got you.
Right. We almost hit the last question. All right. So, an artist or a creative that inspires you, motivates you, drives you. It can be visual art, it can be food, music, family, really anything. But like your biggest inspiration.
Like foot music.
Mm-hmm.
So like growing up, I was listening to a lot of 50 Cent, Akon. Who else? Lil Wayne, of course. Like that's what I be saying when people ask me my top 5 for artists and everything like that. It's like I'm gonna say 50 Cent, of course. Oh, Drake.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Akon. I know that's like he like underrated. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like people don't give him his flowers for what he did to the game.
But the beats were so good, and like
right.
Akon's music, like it makes you want to move and want to dance. Like it's just a little different vibe. Exactly. I get why people don't always respect it.
Yeah, like you feel me, and I think when I talk about my top 5 too, it's like, cause people expect you to say, you know, the standard top 5, Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, like, but it's like, you know, and then people get upset when you don't say.
You don't mention them, yeah, like they're not elite, but
you know what I'm saying?
It's not mine.
That's not your inspiration. At the end of the day, if we all were inspired by the same things, we all gonna sound the same. We all gonna look the same, and then there's no art in that. We're not creating nothing new.
Yeah, and I feel like that also brings a pressure for people to feel like they have to say those things. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but if that's truly not what you stem from, that's not what you stem from. So it's like, yeah, I guess like with that, yeah, and then you know, life things you see every single day, going on trips and everything like that, that's a big inspiration. Yeah, you know, everything is inspiration for us.
That's a good space to be in.
Actually, never mind. I thought it was gonna be a good joke, but we're not gonna.
I would say I felt like that's a good space to be in, because when you can literally like take in every day and like take in the now and be like, yo, like today I looked up and I saw whatever in the clouds and like that inspired me to do whatever, whatever color that made me want to write a song about yada yada. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just, it opens you up, and then that means like everything is all connected.
Right. And that's what I was saying too. Music is a very self-reflected thing, like self-reflecting thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really look deep onto yourself, like to really. Cause sometimes I make songs and I'm not thinking at all. Cause you know you can't overthink when you're making music. Yeah. So it's like I'm not thinking at all. But then when I listen, I'm like, yo, I see where that came from because I was just talking about this, or I was just doing this, or something like that. And then sometimes you'll say something and it come true.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You can speak a bunch of stuff into existence.
Yeah.
I'll be trying to. I'll be like, yo, I'm about to manifest it.
Yeah. Like,
but that's what you gotta do. At the end of the day, like, I don't know, for whoever's spiritual, like for me, music is very much so connected with God. So it's like, even if I'm not necessarily singing gospel, it's still connected. Like the vibe is there and I'm feeling whatever I'm feeling. So I'm drawing that energy.
right.
You know, and that means if that's all connected with God, with me, all that. So yeah, if I say something on a track that I want to manifest, it's gonna come true. Because technically I'm speaking to everything. I'm speaking to the universe when I put that down.
People feel you, I'm telling you, like the way people respond to like your songs and everything, you know, it's crazy.
As I said, like looking at Nokia, it's like, yo, all the angles in that video.
Yo, my guy's tough, man. That's another thing, cause my guy with video is like he's from Cali. So I started working with him in 2020 during the pandemic, and we shot our first video, and then he moved to Idaho. But he still come down to shoot. Like that time he came down for like some family thing. And I'm like, yo, we got to shoot. And we shot 2 videos the same day.
I know y'all made some music videos out here.
Oh nah, we ain't get to yet. Nah.
Y'all better get back to the plane.
Man,
Stop
we had the
playing,
studio.
we
We
need
had the
another
studio
song.
in the hotel yesterday. Yeah. Wow.
Either that or Juan gotta go back out to California.
Yeah,
Because we need another Bob.
Hell yeah.
You want question number 10?
Yes, and you actually led into it perfectly. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, man. I see myself doing crazy stuff that I can't even see low key. I'm not even like trying to say, you know, on some like extra stuff, but it's like, you know, I think, cause I be talking about this all the time. It's like, I'm 23. When I was 20, 15, 18, stuff like that, I thought I had everything figured out. I'm like, oh, I'm so mature. Like I ain't think I knew everything, but I'm like, you know,
I feel like you know something.
Yeah, like I think I'm in a great space. And it's like, I was just saying this the other day, I'm like, I'm 23 and I can honestly say I'm happy with who I am, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
100%, like I love who I am. I love like the things that go through my mind. I love what I talk about. You know what I'm saying? I love the music I make. It's like, you know, I think I'm real 100 with myself. You know, everybody around. Yeah, you feel me? And it's like, so for me, it's hard to say exactly where I'm gonna be in 5 years, because me being 23 and to be able to say that right now is like,
So we're just gonna pray that he's gonna stay happy.
Oh
He's
yeah.
gonna stay blessed.
And only happy.
We're gonna get some awards and accolades for all the work that you're putting in.
Hell yeah.
And if we don't get that, we're gonna create our own award show because
Yeah,
I'm
yo,
tired of this shit.
hey, yo, you got that same mindset.
I'm tired of it.
I be saying that about the radio. Like,
Nah, we
man,
need that. As artists, we have to have our own stuff
Right.
for us, because there's no way that these big corporations and companies have enough little people to put them on the ground with all of us. Like, we're outnumbering them, and they can't even find us, to be real.
Or a lot of us be A&R. Like,
That's the
Hell
thing.
yeah.
So
But niggas
we gotta just work this stuff out by ourselves.
Hell yeah.
It's time.
Right.
You ready? All right. So that is a wrap on the 3rd episode of Kickin at Artist Talk.
No, it's the 4th one.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that is a wrap on the 4th episode of Kickin' It Artist Talk. We are really glad to have met you today.
I'm glad to be here. Thank
We
you.
had fun with the interview. And hopefully we will see you again. We're trying to come out to
Oh
Cali.
yeah, you already know. Nah, y'all go to Cali. We gonna do some shit.
Listen, we gonna link up. We gotta go out. He's gonna drink some water. Y'all seen him today. He got
Empty bottle.
okay. And
No
then,
water in my shit.
I don't know. If we bring Sandy with us, we have some hurricane drinks
Shout
in
out
Cali.
Hurricane Drinks, too.
All right.
Man.
Shout out to Hurricane Drinks.
Right, shout out to
And
Hurricane.
we will see y'all at the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.